Hello friends, let's look at notes to accounts as per IFRS in today's video. Hi, my name is Pratheej and welcome to Deep Dive into IFRS. Let's look at the general rules first. Number 1, as far as possible, the notes to accounts have to be prepared in a systematic manner. This will enhance the user's understandability of the financial statement, and at the same time, they will be able to compare the financial statements with the financial statements of similar entities. Number 2, all the items on the face of the financial statements have to be cross-referenced with the notes. Number 3, the order of the items on the financial statements and the notes has to be the same. Now let's look at what should be contained in the notes to accounts as per IFRS. Number 1, the basis of preparation of financial statements. That is whether it is based on going concern or on liquidation basis, etc. Number 2, the accounting policies followed for preparing the financial statements. Now, how to select the proper accounting policy for the items on the financial statements? There is a hierarchy given in IFRS. First, for each item, you have to look at the relevant IFRS. If the treatment is silent in the relevant IFRS, then next you have to go to the similar IFRS or other expert opinions like US GAAP or guidance notes on the subject. If that too is silent on how to treat the specific item, then you can formulate your own policy. But the only requirement when it comes to formulating your own policy is that they should be relevant, reliable, understandable, and comparable. Number 3, narrative description of the items on the financial statements. Number 4, disaggregation of items. That is, schedules, breakups, etc. have to be given in the notes to accounts. Number 5, items not recognized on the face of the financial statements. Some contingent assets or liabilities will not be shown on the face of the financial statements, but these have to be shown in the notes to accounts. Number 6, an explicit and unreserved statement of compliance from the management of the entity that the management has followed all the standards prescribed by IFRS while preparing the financial statements. Now, what is the logic behind this and what does this mean? Suppose the company that you're auditing, the management has given an explicit and unreserved statement of compliance telling that it has followed all the relevant standards while preparing the financial statements. But while going through the books, you as the auditor, you feel that there are some flaws and the company has not complied with all the relevant standards, all the relevant provisions in these standards. Now, what to do in this case? Now, as per IFRS, it is the company's prerogative to give this statement of compliance. But as an auditor, it is your prerogative to give your unbiased opinion on the financial statements. Now, what to do in this conflicting case? Is it allowed for the auditor and the management to have conflicting views? The answer is yes. You as an auditor in this case, you are perfectly free to qualify the financial statement. You can give a qualified opinion and the management can give an explicit and unreserved statement of compliance telling that it has followed all the relevant standards. Now, in future, if there are some proceeding from the relevant authorities for violation of IFRS, then as an auditor, you are safeguarded and the management will be in trouble. That is the logic behind bringing such a clause into IFRS. And finally, number 7, additional disclosures if any. Now, you feel that giving certain extra information will improve the understandability and readability of the financial statements by the users. Then that is allowed by IFRS. But if you see, this is a trade-off when it comes to comparability. That is, a similar entity might not have given these extra additional information in their statements. So when you try to compare this financial statement with that of the other entity, it might not be comparable. But still, this is allowed by the IFRS. I hope this video was useful to you guys. Till I see you in my next episode, thank you for your valuable time.